So, traveling Yellowstone with dogs as I'm getting yanked in the direction. There is a regulation that not a lot of people know about, and we got it firsthand from a park ranger, that yes, it is true, you can have your dogs on a leash within 100 feet, which is just a little over 30 yards, from any paved surface. So we just did a pullout right by the I don't think this is the Madison River. This is the Firehole River.
This is Firehole.
This is Firehole River. And we are on the road from Madison heading down to Old Faithful. And there are a lot of spots that are within 30 yards of the road, and you are allowed to have your dogs out there. So just one of those public service announcements. Don't be afraid when they say, oh, you can have your dogs. Use common sense. Pick up after them. I shouldn't have done that. Pick up after them, and yeah, after picking up after, make sure that you use common sense. Don't go anything that might look like it's a thermal vent. This is all grass here. It's obviously no thermal activity in the area. Beautiful riverside spot with a pullout. So take advantage of those. They're so fun, and this area is so beautiful. Now basically we are in a hot spring area and a geyser basin area, and this is where the dogs stay, in the car. Even if they were on the pavement, still kind of a dangerous area. So anyways, here we go. This is the Inspiration paint pots.
The Inspiration paint pots.
Yeah.
They're beautiful. It's
absolutely gorgeous.
Warm day, but it's gorgeous out. It's got some really great photos. Maybe we'll insert those if they turned out well.
Oh, they will.
That's because you helped me with it. But yeah, it's really a beautiful place. Very. If you just listen, if you're quiet and listen, it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it says here in the thing, the artist paint pots is a good place to let your mind absorb the smells. I don't know about that. The colors and the sounds that surround you. And
These
I think that's what's really neat.
Artist paint pots. Artist paint pots.
Artist paint pots.
Surrounded by happy little trees. Grand prismatic spring behind us.
It's absolutely beautiful. There's like rainbow colors. It's really kind of magnificent to look at.
So we're at the Madison Campground in Yellowstone National Park. Beautiful campground. It's right just a stone's throw from where the Firehole River and Gibbon River come together to form the Madison River. And I wanted to do a quick update on a couple of things. In fact, our campsite behind us. Pros and cons. Pros, pretty central to everything. It's an awesome campground, a lot of sites. There are some that will accommodate larger rigs. It is reservation only, so you're going to want to make sure you make reservations way in advance. Problem is that they are always considered full. A lot of people do make a reservation and then they just don't show up. So that does create an issue from time to time. So cons, no connectivity whatsoever. No cell service, no Wi-Fi, no nothing. And that is pretty much for most of Yellowstone. You have some Wi-Fi and connectivity and cell service at Old Faithful, and then some up at Mammoth. But other than that, don't expect to have any connectivity whatsoever. So those are kind of the pros and the cons. Be careful too if you have a larger rig. Make sure that they really check it out, because what happens is they have a site that they say might be a 40-foot site, but there's a sharp turn in it, and you will see that. In fact, you may have already seen that in the video where we talked about when we first got here. There was a little bit of a problem. We extended our stay and got a much larger site, and it's really, really nice. So we're going to walk back that way and we'll take a look at it. Also want to do an update on the solar panels. So this is our campsite. We've got all of this ground in front of us here. Just a beautiful spot. Now the update I wanted to talk about, solar panels are not quite in sunlight completely at the moment. We've been trying to follow the sun. 100 watts was not quite keeping our batteries up. After a couple of days only running solar, we weren't able to follow the sun, or it'd be a cloudy day or whatever, and our batteries ran down dangerously low. I did some maintenance on the batteries to make sure that they were good, that they were fluids were up. But it really became an issue, and we were not going to be able to hang in there on just solar. I do have it set up so in the morning the solar will kick in, but a co-worker of my son loaned us a Honda generator. Hopefully you'll hear me over the generator. So we have this Honda 2000 that will run periodically throughout the day. That has brought our batteries up, topped them off multiple times throughout the day. We've had no problem since. The generator will run it about an hour or so in the morning, then an hour or so in the afternoon. Dawn's cooking at the moment, so while she's cooking, we're using the generator with the Instapot. But yeah, so we will most likely be picking up a generator in the very near future, at least before we hit the road again in January. We're not going to need it for the next 3 to 4 months, but starting January we will definitely need a generator or some alternative power source. So that's the update on the solar panels. 100 watts. I don't think that's going to do it to keep your batteries up all the time. We have something that's been draining the batteries, some phantom source. I discovered a couple of them. Now I do know the refrigerators were running battery power, and the radio was, and the radio and the refrigerator were on the same circuit. I did find a fuse for the radio and unplugged it, so the radio did shut off. But the main fuse shut off both the refrigerator and the radio. That wasn't going to work. So that's basically the update of boondocking well, not really boondocking, but dry camping in Yellowstone. So we'll continue on with our journey of Yellowstone. Buffalo are closer than they appear. And that is close as I want to be. We are in the Lamar Valley. First wildlife jam of the trip. And we have a whole herd of buffalo.
Probably change my shirt.
It is. Well, these are going to be like weeks apart, so.
Oh, okay. Doesn't matter.
And it doesn't
I don't
matter.
always wear the same shirt. We
No.
just film these like.
I do. No, no. I got a whole bunch of these shirts I got from Bass Pro Shop. I love
Those are
these shirts.
awesome shirts.
I love pockets.
Yeah, all different colors.
Yeah, it's a dad shirt.
It is a dad shirt.
And there goes the car.
It's
Let the
okay.
car go by. All right, so
where we're staying.
yeah, we have got. No, let's see. This is where we're going to continue. We're ending Yellowstone. So that is finally it for Yellowstone.
And so much more that we just didn't get a chance to do.
Yeah, but we can't show you video we didn't take or go do. So,
that's true.
But if you like this video, be sure to give us a thumbs up and go ahead and subscribe.
And when you want to know when we post again, hit that bell, let you know when we post. And that's every Sunday
At 2 o'clock. Yes, so that's about it. So keep watching. If you have any comments or things you'd like to see, make sure you put it in the comments below. We love hearing from you. We
and
really
please tell your friends and family about us. So
yes,
that,
we're really trying to get those numbers up.
Get those numbers up and those subscribers. It would be awesome if we could do that.
So that's it. We will see you in the next video.
Take care, be safe on the road, and sláinte.
Yep.